I made the mistake again. I got to talking and the mic wasn't on. Oh, why do I always make that mistake? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rossi, and if you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I have new vlogs that come out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We talk about all the things you may want to know or may not want to know, so don't forget to subscribe. If you are new here and you're wondering why my lip looks so weird, or if you can't really understand me, maybe a little bit hard for me to pronounce words or talk as actively as I normally do because I have stitches across the top of my lip. I have a video about it on my YouTube channel, so if you want to know why I have stitches across my lip, go ahead and watch that video. Okay, this week was so hard for me to come up with video content because it has literally been a crazy week. I have had so much drama in my life. And for those of you who know me, you know I do not like drama. I do not do well with drama. I try to stay away from drama. Let's talk about what happened. I know a lot of you guys follow me on my social media, but for some of you who don't follow me on my social media, I have two horses. One is named Virgil and the other is named Juliet. I've had Virgil for about 7 years and I've had Juliet for about 3.5 years. Juliet is a rescued off-the-track racehorse. She is a thoroughbred, and she is the sweetest horse. She's literally like a puppy dog. I've never met a horse like her. She's so sweet. She's so caring. She's so gentle. She would never hurt a fly. She is just an overall excellent horse. We rehabbed her. She had a lot of issues when we first got her. She was very head shy. We couldn't even get a bridle on her for the first 6 months we had her. She had a lot of fears, a lot of phobias, but we worked through it. Now she's just a great horse. Of course, she's a thoroughbred and she's a mare, so she's still a little cuckoo, but we love her and that's all that matters. On Saturday, we got a call around 2 p.m. that Juliet looked to be colicking. A week and a half ago, Juliet colicked and she had a impaction. So the vet went ahead and tubed her and filled her with a bunch of psyllium, and we thought that the impaction passed because she was acting totally normal for the last week and a half, and so we thought everything was fine. But here in California, we got hit with a huge heat wave, but on top of the heat wave, there was a ton of humidity. So that made things extra hot. My horses are used to hot weather. They're used to the hot California summers here, but they are not used to the humidity, and this humidity was brutal. I mean, brutal. We are not used to humidity in Southern California. We got a call on Saturday around 2 p.m. from the barn, and they said that Juliet was down on the ground and she looked to be colicking. We rushed to the barn and Juliet was down on the ground. She wouldn't get up. She was covered in sweat. So naturally what we did was we tried to get her up, we tried to walk her, we called the vet, and we started hosing her down to cool her off because it was just so hot and the poor girl was covered in sweat. She was in agonizing pain, all of the classic signs of colic. Pawing, laying down, thrashing, kicking at herself, trying to bite herself, sniffing, grinding her teeth. It just was not looking good. So the vet came and the vet did his exam. He pumped her stomach with psyllium and he did a rectal exam and he felt a twist in her intestines. Now, if you are horse people, you know that a twist, hearing the word twist in the intestines is never good. It's quite frankly, most of the time can be a death sentence because normally it requires surgery and surgery is very expensive. So the moment that the vet said that, he looked at me and said, you need to rush her to an equine hospital as soon as possible. We got a trailer, we rushed her to the equine hospital, and when she got to the equine hospital, the vet there did their exams and they told me that she had a displaced spleen, a twist in her intestines, and she had a major impaction. This was not looking pretty. Basically, the vet told me I have two options. I can either do the surgery or I can put Juliet down. Unfortunately, the surgery could cost upwards to $15,000 or more, and my horse may not even survive. With the pandemic, my husband hasn't been working since March, and I haven't been feature dancing, so I basically make my living off of OnlyFans. I make a decent amount of money on OnlyFans, but I definitely don't have an extra $15,000 laying around to spare, considering I have another horse and other animals and a mortgage and bills, and so it was a very stressful situation to be put in. So I started crying to the vet, and the vet said, look, we can see if she makes it overnight. We'll make her comfortable. We'll give her some Banamine, and we'll hook her up to an IV. We'll put an NG tube down her, and we will see if she makes it through the night. We'll keep her as comfortable as possible, and we'll reassess everything tomorrow. So that was Saturday evening. We're gonna reassess stuff on Sunday the next day. The next morning, I get a call, and surprisingly, Juliet made it through the night, and it looked to be as if she was turning around. They did an x-ray, another rectal exam, and by an act of a miracle, Juliet's spleen went back to where it was supposed to be. So it shifted back to normal, and her intestines somehow untwisted. So those were the major things. But she still had an impaction. So they decided to continue pumping her full of psyllium and keep her on IV and still withhold food from her. Now we're kind of worrying about the impaction, and we're stressed about that because we're still not in the clear, because if she doesn't pass the impaction naturally, then she is gonna require surgery. So the next day, Monday, we got another call, and they said, oh my gosh, Juliet is doing amazing. We took the tube out of her. She is pooping. We're still having her on IV fluids, and we're gonna slowly but surely start feeding her because she's extremely hungry. She hasn't eaten in 2 days because that's what they do when a horse colics. So we got great news. And then we decided to go to the hospital to visit her. They let us walk her, and she got to graze on grass, and she was looking so much better. It was just shocking, like totally different than when we last saw her. So today is Tuesday. I just got a call from the vet, and the vet said that she is doing good. They're slowly increasing her food. They're gonna give her some more psyllium. They're gonna keep her on psyllium for a while. In fact, the vet recommended that she stay on psyllium for the next month. So we're gonna have to go and get some more psyllium, because normally we do this thing called sand clear, which is basically giving them psyllium for 1 week out of the month. We'll do that because they live in like a sandy little pasture, and they ingest a lot of sand because they like to pull their hay out of their barrel and throw it on the ground and graze on the ground. That's just kind of what they like to do. So there's not really anything I can do about the sand thing, except for this thing called sand clear, which clears out their system. But they want Juliet on psyllium for the next month, and to really get her cleared out and doing good. So that is basically what has been going on this week. Like I said, it's just been completely crazy, and I'm so thankful for all the well wishes. It means so much to me that so many people care about my pet, because for those of you who do know me, and for those of you who don't know me, my horses are literally my world. My animals are my world. I love my animals as if they were my children. My horses are so near and dear to me, and so yeah, that's basically what's been going on. I just wanted to make this quick little video to give you guys an update of what was going on, because I know, like I said, a lot of you follow me on social media, and I wanted to give you an update that Juliet will likely be going home in the next couple days, and hopefully we can get back to normal. Thank you so much for subscribing. Once again, my name is Brett Rossi, and thank you for watching my YouTube channel. See you on Friday.